Okay, so for this assignment, we need to install Foundry and clone the repository, and we have to write our own token. So for the first step, as I'm using a Mac, I was unable to run this project locally, so I am running this project through GitHub Codespace. So first of all, I needed to install the Foundry. So based on the installation document, I have installed the Foundry. Then I have went into another terminal and just run like the Foundry app, and it installed it. Then I have cloned this. Sorry, I have cloned this repository and just navigated through like what each of the steps like what each of the files were and what each of the folder hold, and inside we I needed to create a lib file, and I needed to clone some extra repositories that were mentioned in here, like the Open Zeppelin contracts, Force STD, DS Test, V2 Core, and V2 Periphery. So I have cloned all of these in my lib folder, and after I have sorry, after I have cloned all of these, I need to run like the forge build. This built the whole project, and you can see that the compiler ran successfully. And after that, I ran some tests like the force test, and it says that all of the test has been passed. And again, I have created like another project by running forge init force right here. So this created the uh, whole project. So then I'll write my own ERC20 token and explain what each of the function does. So I have created my own token in here so that you can see that it's identified by my token, and the name is also my token, and the symbol is MYT. And I have created a total supply of 500 million tokens. And I have also written some other functions like the transfer ownership. The transfer ownership function is used for like transferring the token from one person to another, and we have I have all I have also added like zero address verification, like zero address checks, so that it prevents transfer or approvals to the zero addresses. And I have also added some event transformation. So now I'll explain some of the functions, like this is a constructor, so this runs when the contract is deployed, and it gives all the tokens like 500 million to the person deploying the contract, like the which is the contract owner. And it also announces the transfer using the transfer event, like this event. And the total supply, it returns the total number of tokens created, which is fixed at 500 million. And the balance of function, it lets anyone check how many tokens a specific address like a wallet has. And the allowance shows how many token an address or a spender is allowed to spend on behalf of another address, like the token owner. And approve allows someone to approve another person, like the spender, to use a certain number of their tokens, and which is the raw AMT. And example can be like letting a marketplace spend your tokens on your behalf. Then we have the transfer function. It moves token from one wallet to another wallet, and the example can be paying to a friend, or like if you are spending the tokens for a service. And the transfer from function, um, this function lets someone transfer tokens on behalf of another person, and this only works if the from person has approved the spender first, using the approve function there. So there is the approve function in here. So we have another function called transfer ownership, yeah, right here, which allows the current owner of the contract to assign ownership to someone else or some new user or some new owner. And this ensures the control of the contract can be handed over safely. Okay, and there are some variables, and yeah, that's the basic structure of this contract or this token. So now I have written a test file for testing my token. So in here we have the setup function. So this prepares the environment by deploying the my token contract and creating a test addresses, which is user 1, user 2, and user 3. Then we have the test total supply function. It verifies that the total supply of tokens is currently at currently initialist at 500 million tokens. Then we have like test transfer. So this test basic token transfer from one owner to another address. It confirms that the balances are updated correctly. Then we have the test transfer form. This verifies that a spender can transfer tokens on behalf of another user if properly approved, and this also ensures balances and allowances are updated as expected. Then we have like test allowance function, and this ensures that the transfers fail without proper approval, and tests are approval and subsequent transfers using transfer form, like this function. And we have another function called the test owner transfer. This tests the ownership transfer functionality, and this ensures only the current owner can transfer membership, and this confirms the new user or like the new owner is currently assigned. Now I will run the test and let's see like if this is working or not.